You'll remember the sad story of Mama and Papa Alphabet and their quest to help their poor alphabet children find voices. And you'll also remember how sad Papa Alphabet was when he lost the medicine bags for his children and how those seeds fell off the ledge and scattered into the ground. What Papa Alphabet did not know was that those seeds were growing into little trees, and those little trees were growing into big trees, and soon a forest full of big, tall trees were growing very close to the Alphabet family, and it was wonderful because the children loved to go there and play. It was their own special forest. Then one day, when the children were running around, they heard some sounds. It started off like tiny whispers, but slowly they became louder and louder. In panic, the children ran back to their homes and hid underneath the blankets. When Mama Alphabet saw how scared they were, she asked, "What was the matter?" Dee pointed to the forest and gestured as if a sound was coming from there. Mama and Papa Alphabet decided to take it upon themselves to investigate. They set out to explore the forest, and sure enough, they heard some strange sounds coming from the trees. What could they be? Papa Alphabet climbed up one of the trees and suddenly realized at the top of the trees there were sounds coming. What could have caused it? The only thing that he could remember was that mysterious forest had grown a little after the seeds had flown out of the pouch. Could there be a connection between the medicine bag full of seeds and the forest? So he decided to call Dr. Loeb and tell him what had happened. He called him immediately and talked about this magical forest filled with sounds. Dr. Loeb listened and told him he would do some research and then come back to Papa Alphabet with an answer. After a couple days, he called Papa Alphabet and said it appeared that the sounds from the seeds had grown into the leaves of the trees. But it was good news because it meant there was hope for the Alphabet family children to have voices. He explained that each tree contained a sound of the seeds in their leaves, but these sounds were trapped. And if each tree was properly taken care of, little flowers would bloom, and once a tree had fully bloomed, each alphabet child would eat the flowers from the tree, and once they ate enough flowers, they would get the sound. Mama and Papa Alphabet were so excited they immediately decided on a fair way to help their children find their voices. They went to the forest and put a ribbon on each tree, one for each letter of the alphabet family. They marked 26 trees in total. Then they sat down and told the alphabet children the exciting news. Each alphabet child would go to the forest when the individual trees were fully bloomed and eat their flowers. It was only after eating enough blossoms that they would have the ability to capture the sounds of their tree. Mama and Papa Alphabet then explained that they had found 26 trees and that the sounds were distributed in a fair way for each of the children. But there was a catch. The trees were extremely high, and sometimes the flowers were difficult to reach. So Papa and Mama Alphabet said that if each of the alphabet children would train every day practicing important skills necessary for climbing trees, these skills would be essential to helping them catch their sounds. They also had to make sure that they cared for their tree, watered them, nurtured them, until they fully bloomed with the flowers. And when they were ready and the trees had fully blossomed, these children would be ready to go to the forest to catch their sound. So this is the story of how the alphabet children were finally able to find their sounds.